Tonight we continue looking into stories from the Rosebud Reservation. Where there is a need, there is also an opportunity for caring people to fill a gap.
Tonight, Beth Warden is bringing us to the home of a Rosebud woman who is stepping up to feed the hungry.
As a single mom who has raised 13 children, Valencia Grew can relate to hard times on the Rosebud Reservation.
So I know what it's like.
The words of her dad play back in her memory.
When you see somebody that's hungry, feed them.
And that's what she does.
I drive around and distribute to them, even to the children. They're just so happy. Some of them hug me and cry, and makes me cry.
All of it is made here in her kitchen at home.
Beans and, ham or bacon and fry bread, or goulash and corn and iced tea, sun tea.
The connection is more than food. It meets a physical and emotional need.
There's a reason for them not wanting to shower because of what was done to them in the foster home or in the boarding school. The ones I worked with, I always told them, take a bird bath, at least wash your hair. I said, it'll make you feel good.
I asked her if she could dream big. What would that look like?
If I was ever to win the lottery or somehow, I would make a building just for everybody, the ones that need help, the children especially when they're hungry, so we could cook and bathe, or they could shower, do their laundry.
Recently, a traveling author realized there was no hotel in the town of Rosebud. She found a place for him, and he insisted on some kind of payment.
So I talked to the homeless and I said, what do you guys want? What do we need? And they said coffee. So he bought like 4 big cans of coffee for them. I said, that's all it takes,
She offers advice for anyone who sees another struggling.
You got to get to know them. Don't judge them.
And there's a follow-up to an earlier story this week. I obtained paperwork from a Rosebud Reservation shelter requiring guests to surrender their EBT cards in exchange for eating and sleeping at the shelter. However, this is against the regulations by the state. I provided the documentation to the Department of Social Services and requested an investigation. We'll update you on their response. In Sioux Falls, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now.